Cork had a concern about centre-half back Mark Ellis following a heavy knock in their semi-final against Clare. As it happens, the big number 6 is able to start in a side containing Damien Cahalane, also nursing a wound, and Aidan Walsh from the Cork football team, heavily beaten by Kerry. Limerick make a change at corner forward, where the tall David Breen has been preferred to Shawnee Tobin. At the other end of the field, Richie McCarthy was outstanding against Tipperary, while James Ryan was man of the match, and in Shane Dowling they had a match winner with 2 goals and 9 points to his name. A day to determine who's best. Down south, will Limerick win another one here, or can Cork make up for last year's loss? Back here once again to Graham Mulcahy. Had an earlier shot which was deflected by the goalkeeper, and this one sails perfectly over the bar, and it's another one for Limerick. They may have missed some scores early on from frees, but now they have settled into their rhythm.
And David Breen again, the key man. Mulcahy did very well to break the ball. He was against 2 men, but David Breen came in. Cork need a score just to settle into the game.
This time it's Aidan Walsh who took that break. This is an easy chance for him, and it's put over the bar. It's taken 9.5 minutes, but it's now 3 points to 1. Cork now will settle down, you feel, and it's Aidan Walsh who's come to the hurling team this year, playing in just his 4th championship match. Good score. Tom Condon back out quickly here as far as Declan Hannon. First time he's been involved in the play. Oh, it's a huge one from Hannon. How about that for a first involvement? Absolutely spectacular point from a massive distance out to make it 4-2.
Yeah, look at the ball from Tom Condon, but on his left side from the far 65, that is a brilliant score by Declan Hannon. And we're beginning to see both teams settling down now. The game has opened up some great hurling.
And Richie McCarthy, who had a marvellous semi-final against Tipperary, hits at a huge distance, down onto the 13-metre line, down towards Dowling, bounces off his hand, once again Mulcahy. Doesn't get enough on that, however. No difficulty for Anthony Nash to sweep it away out of danger. Out towards Daniel Carney, runs on from him as far as Conor Lehan, who switched wings, started on the left, he's back out on the right, and he shows some dashing form and puts it over. A second for him. He's got to take some minding for Paudie O'Brien, his marker.
Yeah, and that's another tremendous score from Lehan, and they are picking off their scores that little bit easier, and Limerick are hitting a few wides that Cork aren't at this stage.
Breen against Damien Cahalane. Comes back here to the centre. Again, James Ryan. There's an opening for him. Gives it back to Donald O'Grady. Ryan might have taken the point himself, but selflessly gave it away to Donald O'Grady, who's got 2 in a row. And that matches his tally when he got 2 in the second half against Tipperary some 6 weeks ago now.
Yeah, very inspirational captain, and you know, he's getting away from Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis is carrying a leg. You can see him heavily bandaged there, and you know, O'Grady is a handful. He's a great athlete. He's a brilliant midfielder, and he switches centre forward, working very well for Limerick.
Richie McCarthy showing that he's none the worse for that little ankle difficulty he had earlier on. Big ball in, Dowling! Oh, it's an amazing block by Shane O'Neill.
That's it. I think it was a fantastic hook by O'Neill. You watch here, Shane Dowling just got in that step in behind him. He got the goal side of him. Brilliant catch, and turned back on his favourite left side on great block down by Shane O'Neill. Fantastic defending, and he's doing very well so far in there. An awful lot of pressure on him, but he's holding his ground very, very well.
Difficult one over there for Cork to retain, but they do so. Lochard McLaughlin up into the corner as far as Alan Cadigan. A real tear away, well past Tom Condon, and he fires it over. And the teams are level. Alan Cadigan, his first point. First time to skin Tom Condon there and make it 8 points apiece.
Yeah, great ball up the wing again in front of him, and he took it brilliantly. Turned Tom Condon and left him for dead, and only Wayne McNamara was coming back there. Cadigan could have went down headed for the goals, but he took it and stuck it over the bar.
Seamus Hickey hitting this one into the ground as far as Paudie O'Brien, when he got 2 points in the league when they met at Porky Arene back in February, and he's got 1 here. Very important score for Limerick, just to close that gap as we approach half-time.
Yeah, and I think he'll be very happy. We mentioned he's had hands full with Conor Lehan, who scored 3 points. He's on the yellow card, but that'll give him a bit of confidence as well now, just before half-time.
Three minutes of additional time is going to be played. Still a few seconds to go before we get into the red zone. On it goes to Lehan again. He moves with great direction this way and that, and then puts it over the bar. A 4th for him. He's having an amazing first half. He constantly drifts away from anybody who's meant to be marking him. And by the time they've looked up and found, look, there he is, nobody near him.
Yeah, great work though by Bill Cooper again. You know, he'd no right to win that ball. He kicked it on. Somebody has to do the hard work, and a great turn of pace by Lehane. And what a hurler he is in full flow. And obviously very much at home here in Cork.
This is Wayne McNamara. Back out as far as Paul Brown. Limerick have the chance of getting made the next score. Brown hits it. Wonderfully directed. Straight as a die. Paul Brown. 1 point the margin in stoppage time. Cronan's gone. Paddy O'Sullivan has come into the action. Shamie Harnedy now, hoping that he has a lot to offer by getting this next score, and he's done exactly that. Missed a few, held his nerve, kept going, was very decisive, and once again the scoreboard shows the teams are level for the 4th time.
Yeah, Harnedy, you know, deserved that one. That's his 4th shot on goal since half-time. A great catch by Shane Dowling.
He's going in. Oh, he's put it over the bar. He really thundered that one. That should have been a goal.
That was a fantastic catch, and for a man with his power, like, he was going for the top corner. If he hit it low, he had a choice of going left or right. Really should have put it away, but it's on the scoreboard now, and Limerick lead by a point.
Aidan Walsh. Walsh shows strength, resolution. James Ryan's after him, equally determined to get that in the little block or the hook. Walsh plays it ahead, goes after it, right in the corner here. Recycling it here, back as far as Seamus Harnedy, change of direction to try and get it back past Wayne McNamara. Walsh now, trying to get in the clear, trying to make an angle for himself or somebody else. Lehane available, 45 metres out, over the bar. And the team's level once again, level for the 5th time now in a wonderful Munster final.
Great work there by Aidan Walsh, Seamus Harnedy, a lot of patience shown, and tremendous level of fitness by Walsh to stay going there, out to Conor Lehane, and great score over the bar. Draw match now.
Once again, that's driven forward by Brown, taken down by Dowling here. Twisting around and twisting sufficiently to get enough on it to put it over the bar. He's the man, definitely. 8 points, and Limerick are making a change in the backs. Stephen Walsh is coming on, and going off is Paulie O'Brien, who was on a yellow card from the puck out. Dropped into the hands there of Seamus Harnedy. Harnedy showing great ability to get away from his man and crush it into the back of the Limerick net. The first goal, and maybe the only goal of this game, scored by Seamus Harnedy. 54 minutes are gone on the clock. Last year's All-Star comes good here and makes it 118 to 18 points.
Yeah, well, he's caused havoc since half-time. Credit to the referee there, he gave him the advantage. You see the arm in the air. He broke through, and a brilliant finish to the roof of the net. And Seamus Harnedy has been on fire since half-time. You can see there he was trying to drag him down. Great pace, great strength, and a fantastic finish.
David Breen back there in his own half back line at this stage. MacDonald attacks it. Out there came Mulcahy. Beautifully directed ball to Paul Brown. This is a chance. Paul Brown darting in the clear. 3 men go after him, and as he did so, he was dispossessed brilliantly by Mark Ellis. And Ellis, the centre half back, playing in his first Munster final, clearing it away downfield. Caught well and struck over the bar. Bill Cooper. Might have been a score at the other end. Probably should have been. And there is the difference. Cork score.
That's a goal and 8 points from the Cork half hour, which is an unbelievable tally from play in a Munster final.
Limerick trying to retain the title. Cork trying to win it back on their own patch on the final day of a big match at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Their first victory would be for 8 years. James Ryan's shot partly blocked, but it comes back here, and Graham Mulcahy, quick as a flash, drills it over the bar. A third for him. Very important score. And now it's probably important for Limerick to get the next one.
Yeah, we've seen 2 number 13s on the top of their game today. Alan Cadigan on one end of the field and Graham Mulcahy on the other end. Fantastic for small men, great pace and great scoring.
Only a goal in it here. Lost there by Seamus Hickey. Recovered by Daniel Carney. All the way in towards Paddy O'Sullivan. Wrong footing. Condon and rolling it into the net. And Cork get a second goal, and Paddy O'Sullivan, the man who's come back from a dreadful leg break last year, has come in, and he may well have sealed this one. Paddy O'Sullivan getting his 6th ever championship goal here. It's been a long time, 8 years since Cork last won a Munster crown. Limerick fans will be disappointed. Out they come again. Mark Ellis dispossessed. Graham Mulcahy trying to turn. Playing it back here. Limerick looking for another score. James Ryan in there as far as David Breen. And the captain, Donal O'Grady, has it blocked down by William Egan. They wait for the final whistle. There it is! Cork are the champions of Munster hurling after a gap of 8 years. Victory on their own patch. Victory for JBM and his squad. Celebrating Shonny McGrath there and so many more. Silverware at last after a long, barren period for the fans. Limerick must head for the quarterfinals, and at least they're in the last 6. The managers shake hands, TJ Ryan and JBM, two gentlemen of the sport. The fans come in and have their celebration. They've been part of the history of this ground today, where Cork have won the Munster title. Final score, Cork 2-24, Limerick 24 points.